For the last couple of weeks, I've been having conversations with people who have been in the UK for a very long time, and for me personally, I have like a long-term plan to remain in the UK for some personal reasons, in terms of building my career in tech and exploring other opportunities in other developed countries in the next couple of years. And the conversation I've been having with people has been, oh, so many of you have been in the UK for 15 years, 20 years, 30 years. What are your thoughts around, the reason why people are beginning to leave the United Kingdom? Because I've, met people who have been here for decades and they've all decided to relocate back to their home country. And I've been having this conversation. So this is not just for people who are struggling in the UK and had no choice but to leave, but these are people who are fully settled in the UK and are choosing to leave the United Kingdom. And for so many of us that who've gotten into the corporate world in the UK, we're looking at building our lives here. Some of us we bought houses. For so many of our people, they've put in some long-term investment in the United Kingdom. So the question is, what exactly is happening? Why are people choosing to leave the UK after so many years? And yeah, I'd like also have like a chat about this in the comment section. So I personally have been able to like gather the different reasons why people are leaving, and I feel there's a need for us to like have a conversation about it. And if you think you probably leave the United Kingdom for these reasons that I'll be mentioning in this video, please state in the comment section. And if you're coming across my channel for the first time, do well to hit on the subscribe button to join the amazing growing family. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. Personally, for me, I really love the United Kingdom for some different reasons. I love how structured the country is and how when you put in the hard work, you get the benefits. If you understand what I mean. For those coming from developing countries like myself, we understand how much people are putting in so much work, and the reward they're getting doesn't match the work they're putting in. So, but there's so many reasons why people are choosing to leave the UK, and I want you to tell me which of these reasons, or there's another reason not mentioned in this video, that you think would, would propel your reason for leaving the United Kingdom. But the truth is, so many people are leaving the country, and those who are leaving the UK, especially immigrants, are those who are already fully settled here, who have built their life here in the UK, and they're choosing to leave the United Kingdom. Now, from the conversation I've had with different people who have been here for so many years, one of the reasons why they're leaving is because of age. And the sincere truth is that, some of my friends, we have this inside joke that we, say to ourselves that you don't want to live in the UK for so long, grow old, and end up in care homes. Now, the truth is, living in care homes is not a bad thing in itself, but for so many of us who, come from different developing countries, living your life in the care home because you don't have a choice. Most people, their kids have got their life, and for so many of us, how the UK is. It's quite difficult to like accommodate parents or family members in your house because of how the country has been structured. So many times, those who go very old in the UK and are unable to live independently end up living in care homes. And so many people I've met, I spoke with a man in his mid 60s, and he had a conversation that, oh yeah, his major plan right now is to sell his house and go back to his home country because he doesn't want to become incapacitated and have to end up in the care home. And for those who understand how the social care system works, the house you have will probably be taken away from you by the government to fund your care in the care home, if you understand what I mean. So yeah, so many people are deciding to go back to their own country because of their age. Many of them are willing to like sell all their investments in the UK and take that funds back home. It's very much easy to like have support staff living with you in your house, taking care of things for you as you grow older back in most of our developing countries. But that is not the case here. You have to spend a lot of money to have, cook, drivers to take care of you, or people that could take care of you here in the UK by the time you go old. So that's why many of them end up in care homes, and the government foots the bill from the property that you've got, or if you've got nothing, the government has to like take care of that particular situation. So yeah, that's one of the reasons why people are leaving. Another reason why people are leaving is because of tax. And honestly, I've had conversation with not just immigrants, even British citizens, those that are high earning individuals here in the UK. Many of them are living in the United Kingdom. I know so many of them who have moved down to Dubai because they are of the opinion that in Dubai, of course, tax is quite low compared to what we get to pay here in the UK. So many people are living because of tax. They're trying to build a future for themselves and not wanting 40% or 50% of their earning go back to the government as income task. So that's our tax. That's one of the major reasons why people are leaving. And that is why people are leaving the United Kingdom, from the conversations I've had with different people is because of the weather. Honestly, to date, I've been in the UK for over 3 years now. And to be honest, I still don't understand the British weather. One minute it's extremely sunny, the next minute, it's raining so heavily. Yeah. So another reason is because of the British weather. I know so many people who are getting older and they think they can't actually survive, you know, with the kind of weather we've got in the UK, especially during winter. Many of them, that's why I've been in the country for decades, they're still not, for me personally, I think I'm already getting used to the UK weather, to be honest, the cold and all of that. But many of them are still finding it a bit challenging to, stay in the UK with the extreme weather. And the major reason why people are leaving the UK is because of better pay. Yeah, that's this is the truth. For those who are in the healthcare space, the amount of money nurses are paid here in the UK is absolutely low compared to what their counterparts get paid in other developed countries. And the sincere truth is that many of the nurses, probably entry level nurses in the UK, get paid about £28,000. And when you go to other countries like Australia, like the United States of America, nurses are paid far triple that same amount in those other developed countries. So I know quite a number of people, especially those in the healthcare space and tech, who have decided to leave the United Kingdom to move to other countries because of better jobs and better pay. And this same thing, applies to tech roles. You see, probably software developers being paid 40,000, 50,000 pounds here in the UK. And when you go to other developed countries, you hear people, being paid amounts like 180,000 US dollars, a lot of money in Australia and other developed countries. So yeah, and that major reasons why people are choosing to leave the United Kingdom is because of the kind of salaries most employees in the UK are being paid. Another major reason why people are living in the United Kingdom is because of the increasing cost of living. Guys, living in the UK is extremely expensive when it comes to bills. The amount of money we get to pay for, living expenses here in the UK is absolutely ridiculous, to be honest. Yeah, I understand we get access to quite enough, a number of benefit here in the UK, but we pay for these things really. One of the things my friends in Canada and the US, would say to me is, "Oh, come on, Daniel, you guys enjoy free healthcare, you guys enjoy X, Y, Z." But the sad truth is that they're actually not free in the real sense. We pay a whole lot of money on, getting these things that is tagged as free. For us, we pay tax twice on every income we make. We pay, the income tax. We also pay the national insurance. You know what I mean? And every single thing, you buy in the UK, you pay tax, you pay VAT on every single thing you buy in the UK. Coupled to all of that, you've got your bills, you've got your rent, you've got your other bills, electricity, water, you've got if you've got a car, that's additional expenses on you. You've got to pay road tax, you've got to pay insurance on the car you're driving, you've got to do MOT on a yearly basis. You've got to pay so many things, and it can be overwhelming sometimes. And among all of these things mentioned, you also have to pay council tax, which is a lot of money at the moment. I pay about £225 monthly on council tax alone. Honestly, it's really, really ridiculous, and it's a lot of money. So cost of living is one of the major reasons why people are living in the United Kingdom. And to be honest, despite the fact that we're paying a lot of money, I would never fault some of the things we benefit from those amount of money we pay on a monthly basis, especially with healthcare. Trust me, I had a friend that recently, had a baby, and there were a lot of complications. And because he lives in London, those complications require the wife and the child to remain in the hospital for about 3 months. I mean, that was the first time I'm hearing that kind of situation. You have to be in the hospital for 3 months, and they were enjoying. He didn't have to pay a single dime. The wife and the kid were in the hospital for the entire 3 months being fed. They had access to the best care the child needed to, like, get a bit independent and live outside the hospital. And this came with zero cost. They didn't have to pay a single dime. And honestly, I had a friend that, had not a lot of complications during childbirth, and the child and the wife had to stay in the US hospital for, I think, about 2 weeks extra. At the end of the 2 weeks when they were leaving the hospital, they had a debt of over 25,000 US dollars, and this is the amount that is not covered by his insurance. So that was not the exact amount they incurred. That was the amount that he had to pay from his pockets that the insurance could not, cover. And it's a lot of money, to be honest. So yeah, cost of living is one of the major reasons why people are leaving. And if you have any other reason why you think you might want to leave the UK, you're thinking of leaving the UK very soon, for some reason, please state in the comment section. This is going to help in conversation purpose. And if you're thinking of leaving the United Kingdom anytime soon, please state in the comment section why you're leaving. This will definitely help us. For people that are in the UK and we're looking at, in the next couple of years we're going to leave, you should be able to get people's perspective on why they are deciding to leave the UK after so many years of being in this country. And if you're coming across my channel for the first time, please do well to hit on the like button, click on the subscribe button to join the amazing growing family. And my returning subscribers, thank you guys for being there. I really do appreciate you guys. So this will be the end of this video, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Thank you.